Hello everyone and welcome to the highlights for week 3 of Ultimate League. I think we were all waiting for this first match that we're going to bring you, and it has to be the biggest game of the season so far. Manchester's Finest versus Dreamteam. Last time these two teams met, the title had been decided and Finest won on that day. Dreamteam were back at full strength, welcoming back captain Hasib. Finest were without Shaf, but they welcomed back the services of last season's player of the season, Jahan. Dream Team were playing a high-tempo game, and it didn't take them a long time to get into their stride. Both sides had good chances early on, but the most clear of them fell to Dream Team. And it was Dream Team who took the lead through Moen with this sublime finish rattling in off the post and going in. The assist was from AT, who was having a great game.
Of course, there's still more to come, but first we gotta let that chorus run. So run it. I'm good. Get it straight, I'm great. Could you demonstrate? Yeah, go tell your mates to gather round and check the sound of a domino format. Throwing down, we're good. Get it straight, we're great. Could you demonstrate? Yeah, we won't hesitate to touch down in your town. It's a domino format. Throwing down, I'm good. Just as good as it gets. See the chicken vindaloo when a sauna won't bust a sweat. I'll walk a tightrope made of barbed wire.
Both teams went into half-time at 1-0, with each side having good chances before the break. After half-time, Finest came out with a faster tempo, with Mojama looking impressive, and he looked to torment the Dream Team defence. But they were holding strong in this one. Faz came close with a free kick, and Jahan's header was expertly dealt with by an on-fire Bambi.
Wars in the fires of hell, vocal cords similarly rugged like tortoise shells from prehistoric eras. I swear, don't get me started on lung capacity, because the air accumulated in my lungs after just one breath, enough to inflate an alpha male mountain gorilla's chest. Verbally dexterous like Oxford-trained auctioneers, abdominal vocab pioneers, stretching the frontiers of speech past where they once stood.
Dream Team began to exploit the space left by Finest and produced this great piece of counter-attacking football. Bobby finished emphatically to give his team all 3 points. Finest are notoriously slow starters to Ultimate League, and I'm sure they'll be able to bounce back from this one. Dream Team are flying now with 2 wins on the trot, and they sit only 3 points behind first place underdogs. Let's hear from some of the boys now.
It was a good win. Finest played really well. They play their own direct football, the long ball, it works for them, but today...
That's all they play.
We settled for it today. I think it was a good game all the way. They just got disturbed at the end, but it was a really good game at the end.
You know what? It was a brilliant game. Both teams were rivals, and we just showed why everyone loved watching our game. Credit to Finest for the way they played, but we just had we played better today, and I don't think they've scored yet.
Now we bring you Underdogs versus Super 8s. Underdogs' fine form continued as they deservedly won this tie. They welcomed back Sahel, who made an immediate impact, putting through man of the moment Ali Shanan to bag his 4th of the season.
Amazing, totally awesome, Brad. Exquisite, superb, on point plus bad. But yo, don't get it twisted, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning the shit, kid. And get that one straight too. Not the shit meaning the shit, but the shit meaning great, dude. Stupendous, tremendous.
Super 8s didn't take long to equalise, with Sully again being the main man in Sham's absence.
These adjectives carefully measured.
After that, it was largely one-way traffic, with Underdogs really pressing for the win. They were frustrated by a well-organised Super 8 defence in keeper Joe.
Check the sound of a domino format, throwing down, we're good. Get it straight, we're great. Could you demonstrate? Yeah, we won't hesitate to touch down in your town. It's a domino format, throwing down. I'm good, but I probably should prove it to you, or else you could just pass me off as another motherfucker saying the same thing. I'd be hurt, but I couldn't be blaming you, because more than a few be claiming through their raps is exactly that. But never half as fat as what they're hyping it up to be inevitably what it sounds like.
Super 8s played on the break and had a good couple of chances to regain the lead. There could be little argument, however, when Sahel put his team ahead in the second half, before he ensured all 3 points for his team, after playing Aftab through, who finished well. Underdogs are the team of the moment, and their head of player recruitment, Waxy, must take a lot of credit for the summer signings. Super 8s won't be too discouraged by this result, as they did play really well against one of the top teams in the league. Now let's hear from some of the players.
It doesn't mean much yet, it's only 3 games, and we're working on trying to keep this momentum going.
Yeah. So we see as well that you brought back 2 of your other players who have not featured at all this season, Sahel and Ali. How do you think they performed?
They were fantastic, brilliant. Saul came up with a goal. Ali came on, come back after injury, and he's looking good, looking like he's just going to slot back in. So he's looking good for us, yeah.
To be honest, me and Nasib especially, we hate losing, as you can see, but Division 1, we were told it's going to be a different game, so we're not expecting loss, but we are trying to battle for a mid-table position this year. And then obviously we're like the youngest team in the league, so as we're getting older and stuff, inshallah, next year
we're not the biggest of guys either.
And once we sign Atif, then we'll be fine. You know, we'll have.
How's your response that Sky Bet have got you favourites for the relegation?
Next is a tight game between TSCI and MFC. These two teams know each other well and have an identical head-to-head record. Both teams have players missing but could still boast a strong lineup. Eamon made his debut for TSCI and he looked like a threat throughout the game. Early on the game was tight with few clear-cut chances for both teams. Both teams had their share of possession, with MFC probably slightly edging it. Riz had lost Bambi to Dreamteam, but he replaced him with the former Dreamteam stopper Jigs, who pulled off a few good saves to deny Eamon.
I'm good, but that's quite a vague adjective. So let me try to present a more selective profile of precisely how good I am. First of all, I'm dope, not to mention the man. Fantastic, terrific, slickest, the wickedest, hype, fresh, nice, magnificent, outstanding, slamming above par, flawless. Let's not forget best by far. Impeccable, exceptional, unparalleled, delectable, invisible, and very swell. Gripping, grand, glorious, impressive, envy, victorious. Très bien, muy bien, muito bene.
Eamon opened the scoring, and Jigs would have been disappointed not to have kept out the forwards' effort.
Was bad, but yo, don't get it twisted. Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning the shit, kid. And get that one straight too. Not the shit meaning the shit, but the shit meaning great.
As the game wore on, MFC took more risks, throwing more men forward. They hit the inside of the post before some good work down the left wing, so a cross headed in at the back post. We have to apologise to MFC because we did actually miss this goal because our batteries ran out before the end of this game. On balance, a draw was probably a fair result, and these teams will want to continue and build on from here.
It was alright, we started off, took us a bit to get into it. I thought we had a lot of possession in the game. We had a few shots, should have put them away. Same stories last week when we played Dreamteam, back and
every week. No, it was a good game though, both teams I think played well and good luck to them.
Yeah, you two, we're just on a regroup now, we'll look to win the next game.
Alright, thanks.
Now we bring you Bayern Evolution versus JJGK. This was a very tight game with both teams looking well up for this one. Unfortunately, it was so tight that it ended in a 0-0 draw. I think one of the players that really stood out for JJGK was Iffy,
What it sounds like to me, and I'm certain you as well. Cause you're discerning.
with Shaky and Rihan really standing out for Bayern Evolution.
You're listening to this. It's elementary, my dear format. Although I'm not a sleuth, stoop with a sore back. It's just simple deduction, my friend. Which brings us to the end of the beginning, although of course there's still more to come.
As you can see, Daniel put his body on the line on a couple of occasions in what was a physical game.
Get it straight, I'm great. Could you demonstrate? Yeah, go tell your mates to gather round and check the sound of a domino on the format. Throw it down, we're good. Get it straight, we're great. Could you demonstrate? Yeah, we won't hesitate to touch down in your town. It's a domino on the format. Throw it down. I'm good, just as good as it gets. See the chicken vindaloo in a sauna won't bust a sweat. I walk a tightrope made of barbed wire in my bare feet. A moat full of
For Bayern Evolution, it is a new mix of players, and I'm sure given time, they'll become the formidable force they were last season. JJGK look like a strong defensive unit, and will look to improve their attacking movement in the upcoming games. Both teams will be reasonably happy with this result, but we'll be looking to pick up more positive results from now until the end of this season.
I can't really pinpoint it, we miss, there's a player we had last season called Adam. He was the one who would link a lot of the play, but this season, we're having a few problems, but at least we didn't lose, which is the main thing. We're still unbeaten, but definitely need some more improvement, I think.
Now the penultimate game of this week's action is Sharpshooters versus Gladiators. Sharpshooters haven't really built on their opening day win against TSCI, and Gladiators have found life very tough in Division 1, but they were hoping for a better result this week. Sharpshooters, however, got off to a flyer with this cracking strike. They looked the most dominant force from here on and created some great chances. Unfortunately, they weren't able to extend their lead.
I'm good, but that's quite a vague adjective. So let me try to present a more selective profile of precisely how good I am. First of all, I'm dope, not to mention the man. Fantastic, terrific, slickest, the wickedest, hype, fresh, nice, magnificent, outstanding, slamming above par, flawless.
Withstanding the Sharpshooters' pressure, Gladiators equalised through Mo, who really stood out for his team this week.
Gripping grand, glorious, impressive, envy, victorious. Très bien, muy bien, muito bene, out of this world / heavenly, amazing, totally awesome, Brad, exquisite, superb, on point plus bad. But yo, don't get it twisted, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning the shit, kid. And get that one straight too, not the shit meaning the shit, but the shit meaning great, dude. Stupendous, tremendous, excellent, tight, super smooth, ultimate, better than alright, superior, supreme, perfect.
There were no more goals in this one, but some great chances to take the lead late on in the game. Sharpshooters will be disappointed they didn't manage to win this one, with them creating the best chances. Gladiators' tough start to the season still goes on, and they'll be looking for more positive results in the future. Now the last game of week 3 sees MIC take on FC Iraq. MIC dominated early proceedings in this game and had all of the chances.
I'm good, but I probably should prove it to you, or else you could just pass me off as another motherfucker saying the same thing. I'd be hurt, but I couldn't be blaming you, because more than a few be claiming through their raps is exactly that. But never half as bad as what they're hyping it up to be, inevitably what it sounds like to me. And I'm sure to you as well, cause you're discerning clientele. Connoisseurs know how I can tell. You're listening to this. It's elementary, my dear format. Although I'm not a sleuth, snoop with a sore back. It's just simple deduction, my friend. Which brings us to the end of the beginning, although of course it's
MR headed MIC in front in the second half.
So run it. I'm good. Get it straight, I'm great. Could you demonstrate? Yeah, go tell your mates to gather around and check the sound of a domino format. Throwing down, we're good. Get it straight, we're great.
Not willing to accept defeat, Iraq sprung into action, and the main man Jaffa scored 2 late goals to seal all 3 points for his team.
Just as good as it gets. See the chicken vindaloo in a sauna won't bust a sweat. I walk a tightrope made of barbed wire in my bare feet.
That meant that FC Iraq had sealed their first win of season 4 and will look to build on from here. MIC shouldn't be too discouraged with their performance this week and look to be a tough team to face for the rest of the season. Thank you very much for watching this week's highlights. We are now in the last week of the transfer window, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any more signings made. Also, I'd just like to mention that the Ultimate Super Cup starts on Tuesday, with all the details being on the website, so we hope you're all ready for that. We're also in the last week of the transfer window, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any more signings before that closes. And here is the table after this week's results. And here is next week's fixtures.
Check the sound of a domino format, throwing down, we're good. Get it straight, we're great, could you demonstrate? Yeah, we won't hesitate to touch down in your town. It's a domino format, throwing down.